Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Corner. Happy New Year. I hope most of you are probably feeling like I am. Happy to see 2020 in the rearview mirror. We've all certainly been changed by this past year. Some things good, some things not so good, hopefully swinging more toward the good. So thank you for joining me for this meditation. So we're going to focus on bringing in something new for 2021. I took a little absence in the month of December just to kind of rest and restore, and now I'm back. So thank you again for joining me. So let's go ahead and get started. For today, you're just going to need like a little blanket. So come on down all the way onto your mat. We'll do a little bit of movement before we get to the meditation. Roll yourself down. Take your time here. Absolutely no reason to rush. And give your body a little bit of movement from side to side. Just feel what it's like to let go, whether you're doing this meditation in the morning, the middle of the day, in the afternoon. Really dedicate this meditation to yourself. Be here for you. And then coming back to center with your knees bent or straight, whatever's comfortable for you. If you want to take something and prop it up underneath your head for a little bit, that's okay. Just slowly begin to close your eyes. Relax the jaw here. Soften the skin on your face. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then before we start any movement, we'll anchor ourselves in our practice here with the breath. So with the eyes closed, shift your awareness, shift all your attention to your exhale. Don't worry about the inhale, let it just take care of itself here. So when you begin your exhale, follow the out breath all the way to the very end. So it could be short, it could be long. No judgment here. We're just going to follow the breath. So don't worry if it's labored. However you're breathing right now is absolutely perfect. So follow the exhale all the way out. And then when you're ready for your in-breath, just let it rush in. Grab that exhale, follow it all the way out. So go ahead and do that a few times. Following that exhale as the ribs begin to soften and sink into the earth. Can you invite a little softness into the breath as well? Perhaps a little bit of softness into the mind. And still continuing to focus on that exhale. Can you release something? Just let it be the first thing that comes to your mind. Release the day. Release any stress you're putting on yourself to be perfect. Release any guilt that your mind has created for dedicating this 30 minutes to you. Or maybe something specific comes to your mind. Maybe there's an argument or a judgment that you've been holding on to for a while that has bubbled to the surface and you've decided now's the time to set that down. It doesn't have to be grand, so pick anything. And envision as you release the breath, still focusing on that exhale, that you're slowly releasing that, just setting it down. Let go of any regrets. Let go of judgment. And then notice if you're resisting being hard on yourself, because sometimes I know what this is like. I do it to myself. I work really hard on my judgments on me, so it's hard to let them go because I've invested so much time and energy into them. So just because you've invested a lot of time and energy into this doesn't mean it's a good thing to hold on to. So if you're struggling with that in any way, just place it down. Exhale it right next to you. Let go of the day. Let go of 2020. Exhale away any storylines that you've created in your head. Emptying everything out. And sometimes when we focus on letting go, emotions can bubble up to the surface. So if that happens to you, let that be okay. So if there's a little tear that forms in your eye, yeah, let that be fine. The body has several ways of releasing things, and that's just another natural form and avenue to release. So go ahead and take a few more conscious, mindful exhales here. And then as you release the next breath, begin to wiggle fingers and toes. If your legs are straight, go ahead and bend those knees. Walk the feet wide. Take your time here. Give your knees a little movement from side to side. Maybe take a stretch, reaching those arms up overhead. Maybe you want to hold on one side, maybe not. And then when you're ready, bring both knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. Hold the shins or take your palms underneath your knees, whatever's more comfortable for you. And then add a little rock from side to side here. Good. Coming back to center, plant that left foot down. Really hug that right knee in. Maybe do a few hip circles here. Inviting the eyes to stay closed. Focusing still on your exhale. We're letting go. So let go of the stickiness. Yeah, maybe you feel a little tight today. Maybe you've got a sore knee or sore hip. And then reverse the direction of the circle. And then coming back to center, flex those toes, point and straighten those toes, maybe circle the ankle, circling in both directions. And then with your palm resting on your knee or on your shin, whatever's comfortable, breathe in here. As you release the breath, we're focusing on our exhales and letting go. Release that knee out to the side. Following the exhale all the way out. Inhale, come back to center. Slow exhale out. Good. One more time. Inhale, back to center. Slow exhale out, and then we'll hold here for a few breaths. Relax through the shoulders, through the throat. Notice if you scrunched up your forehead a little bit. Maybe gently turning the corners of your lips up. And as you draw the breath in, draw the knee back to center. Straighten through that left leg, and then take your opposite palm here, and with tenderness, sweep that knee across your body. Just coming into a soft spinal twist. So it doesn't matter how far down you go. Stack the hips. Maybe shift the gaze toward the right fingertips. Long, slow exhales. Nice, and then inhale, come back to center. Hug that right knee in, bring the left knee in to meet it. A gentle hug, a gentle rock. And then coming back to center, plant that right foot down, hug the left knee in. A few hip circles on this side. Noticing the difference between the right side and the left side. And letting go of any judgment here. Reverse the direction of the circle when you're ready. And then coming back to center, point and flex the toes, maybe circle the ankle. And then a nice slow exhale as we drop that knee out to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Slow exhale, slow release. Just envision your troubles, the stress, just floating out of your body. And on the third one, you'll gently find a place to hold. And an in-breath brings you back to center. Right leg extends long. With love and tenderness, float that knee over to the opposite side. Stack the hips. Taking it just to a place that's comfortable. And if you'd like, shifting the gaze toward the left fingertips. inhale, gently comes back to center. Hug that left knee in. Bring the right knee in to meet it. A gentle squeeze and a gentle rock. And then rolling over to one side. Use your arm strength to lift you up. Work your way to a tabletop pose here. And then begin to breathe through a few cat-cows. So with the palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, lift head, heart, and tailbone. Nice slow exhale, chin to chest. Belly pulls in. And then coming to a neutral spine, walk your palms far enough away from you here. If you're working on a yoga mat, walk them all the way to the top. And then with the hips directly underneath the knees, melt your forehead down, coming into puppy pose. Now, if you find that it's scrunching up your neck, walk your palms a little wider. Feel the length in your spine here. And if your head doesn't come all the way to the mat, slip a block underneath it. And then a gentle rub of the forehead from side to side. And then an inhale lifts us up. Walk those palms back underneath your shoulders. Let the big toes kiss, and then send the hips back to a child's pose. Make it your child's pose. So palms can come in prayer pose. You can walk your palms away from you. You can bend the elbows. Draw your thumbs back toward your heart. Long, slow exhales here too. Notice what it feels like to breathe out of the back of your body. And then slowly begin to lift yourself all the way back up. And then work your way to your meditation posture. So if you want to move up against the wall, move up against the wall. Legs on the wall is great. This meditation can be done either seated or reclined. So I'll give you a few heartbeats here to work your way to your posture. You don't need to be able to see me. You just need to be able to hear me. So whatever posture you choose, make sure you're nice and comfortable and that you can still stay alert. Whatever posture you have chosen, wiggle in a little bit, relax. If you have a favorite mudra that you like to hold during your meditation, feel free to do that. And then when you're ready, close the eyes. With the lips gently touching, breathe in and out through the nose. Follow the natural flow of your breath. Relax the jaw. Soften through the corners of your eyes. If you're sitting, lengthen through the spine. Feel tall through the crown of the head. and then let everything else fall away. If you're reclined, let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Let the ribs spill into the floor. Now shift your awareness to your inhale. Let the exhale take care of itself. And without forcing or pulling in, just follow the in-breath. Let it begin to deepen naturally. Notice the pause before it shifts into an exhale. Follow the in-breath all the way in. Release when your body tells you it's right, and don't worry about the exhale. Full deep in-breaths. Ribs expanding. Feel your lungs fill up with this life force. And then just softening your attention just a bit. Still breathing in here. Saying goodbye to a year sometimes can be a little sad, but it can also be exciting with new adventures on the way. And 2020 has definitely changed each and every one of us. Some for the good, and some for the not so good. But we move into a new year, leaving the old year behind. So I ask you this question, now that we're fully emptied out, what do you want to carry into 2021? What feeds your soul? For me, I want to bring in more light, want to carry in compassion, do you want more time for yourself? I have what I call Self-Care Sunday, a personal vow that no laundry or anything gets done. That's my day of rest. Laundry can wait. Chores can wait. So maybe that's what you want to carry into this new year, a self-care routine. Do you want to carry in more family time? More patience? More hope? Do you want to carry in a date night with your spouse or partner? Do you want to carry in a new hobby, a new adventure? So it doesn't have to be ground. Just think of something you want to carry into this new year. A new moment, a new breath, a new beginning. So whatever comes to your mind as you breathe in that dream, that bhavana, that hope, that light, that self-care, that hobby, whatever that is, breathe that in. Let it become part of you, a part of your energy. Stay with me here, just a few more mindful inhales. And then gently releasing any awareness to your breath, just letting the wisdom of the body take over. And begin to wiggle fingers and toes. If you're seated, drop chin to chest, maybe give the head a little rock from side to side. If you're laying down, just rock the head from side to side here. Maybe a gentle shoulder roll forward and back. And then gently blinking your eyes open. On an inhale, float the fingertips out and up. Take the breath all the way beyond the fingertips here. Nice and long. Grow long through the side body. Join the palms together. And then bring those palms to the heart. Inhale here. Inhale all your goodness. All those things we're carrying into 2021. And when you release the breath, drop chin to chest. Gently bow into your hands, your heart, and your internal light. Slowly lift the head, blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me for this meditation on carrying in a new 2021. May your new year be full of light and love and compassion and all good things. I bow to you from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. See you next time on the Mat at Kieran's Corners.